Happy New Year's Eve and welcome to another episode today on Power 5 Picks of our bowl game previews. We are heading over to Orlando for the Citrus Bowl between South Carolina and Illinois. South Carolina, another one of those teams potentially snubbed out of the college football playoff, ending their season at 9-3 with 6 straight wins. Unfortunately, fell just short of the committee's decision to be left into the college football playoff. Looking back now, maybe they should have been. Them, Bama, potentially Miami. Maybe they should have been invited, but that's not the world we live in. They do play Illinois, who finished honestly fantastic season for them, 9-3. Have yet to beat a ranked team that's in the rankings as of now, so a little worrisome there. South Carolina, to no surprise, is a major favorite in this game. 10 points here at the time of recording. Over under is 49.5. Make sure you do check the opt outs. From what I'm seeing, South Carolina looks pretty healthy, pretty not affected by the opt outs. They do look like they're missing their running back, maybe a couple other players as well. Illinois is without their honestly one offensive threat, their wide receiver. He is opting out for the draft. Besides that, they look healthy as well. I'm just going to get super square because I don't really feel like diving in too much into what the hell is going on in this game. I don't think Illinois is good. I think Illinois is a very fraudulent 9-3 team. I know how much I love the Big Ten. I know how much I root for the Big Ten, especially against an SEC team. They are completely outclassed in this game. I am worried that maybe South Carolina is going to have the Florida State effect they did last year, where they got left out of the playoff and then just got absolutely rolled. But South Carolina has a lot of guys back. They're a young team. I think the momentum's going the right way. So I'm going to lay it. I'm going to lay it with South Carolina at the -10. Again, pretty public, pretty square there. I just have a hard time seeing Illinois hanging around at all in this game, maybe in the first half, but I think South Carolina is going to pull away, ultimately winning by 17 plus points. So I'll take the 10. Again, pretty public, but I just can't see Illinois, or I don't believe in Illinois, even. I think they're completely outclassed in this game. So it is public, it is square, but favorites have been doing pretty well in the bowl season. So I'll take a shot on South Carolina. How about you?
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I can't really form an opinion here. It's a very tough game. I'm going to lean Illinois plus the points, but that is as slim of a lean as you could possibly get. And basically, it's just because I don't think Illinois expected to be here. We're not used to seeing Illinois be quite this good. I know they've had some decent seasons, um, somewhat recently, but I'm just gonna take a stab at that they care more in this game. But you mentioned it. I mean, they're pretty fraudulent. Two of their wins were overtime wins, Nebraska and Purdue. I mean, that's not good. Uh, Taking Purdue to overtime is a tough look. Um, they lost basically every good team that they played, lost to every good team that they played, um, outside of Michigan when they were
Don't bring that one up.
ranked. But I don't know. They finished the year strong. They put up 38 points, actually, 3 straight weeks in wins. Weak opponents, Michigan State, Rutgers, and Northwestern, but still 3 wins at that. And I'm just a little worried that South Carolina is just going to be public with the way that they finished their year. I mean, beating Clemson was impressive. Missouri at the time, well, it's still a decently impressive win. Texas A&M in there blew the doors off Texas A&M. Had a really close game on the road against Alabama. So yeah, South Carolina really came on late in the season. I think they could ride that momentum because they were basically eliminated from the playoffs early October after that loss to Alabama. That was their third. They were sitting at 3-3 at that time. So yeah, that's why I'm not super confident in this game. I could see South Carolina carrying and absolutely rolling Illinois here. But just for the sake that South Carolina is a little more experienced and maybe expects to be in this role a little bit more as opposed to Illinois. For that reason, I'm going to take the 10 with Illinois, but that's not a game I'm looking to bet.
Now, if this was the NFL, I would tell you just to hammer South Carolina because Vegas doesn't care about losing money on heavy favorites, heavy public plays. Vegas doesn't give a flying F. I don't know how they're sticking around after this NFL season. I am down a lot of money, but college football is a sharper sport this year. So maybe be a little cautious with South Carolina. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, South Carolina is a much better opponent. I'm going to lay 15 units on them. I would not recommend doing that. Now, if it is the NFL, I still wouldn't recommend doing that, but you would probably win and it probably wouldn't even be close. But that's just the way of the two sports this year. I like it. We do have more games coming up. One more non-college football playoff game today. And then we do have college football playoff games, 4 of them today and tomorrow. Again, no opt-outs there, nothing we have to worry about, just good on good and a lot better and analysis as opposed to us trying to pick through who's playing, look at rosters and seeing who's the second, third, fourth string player at this position. We're not great at that, and I don't think you guys are either. But when it comes to playoff games, we'll have better predictions for you guys, and those are coming up. So looking forward to those. Stay tuned to our page. And until then, guys, we'll see you next year. Oh, yeah, we will see you next year. Happy New Year. See you in the next episode.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben.